Okay, this next stage is disinfecting the seed. And the reason we do that is to make sure there's no spores of some of the diseases we had talked about in our earlier presentation in our walk in the woods in Strawberry Canyon. Because these seeds might have a spore of pitch canker on them or a spore of another fungal disease. So how we disinfect it is a very simple procedure, but there is a procedure you need to follow. So in your kit, you have a number of different things. You have two choices of gloves. The light colored glove is for a larger hand, and the blue colored is for a smaller hand. You have a set of goggles you put on when you use the disinfectant. And you have a strainer, so you can pour the disinfectant into another container, and the seeds will fall in the strainer. So I'm going to demonstrate how you do this, and you need at least 20 seeds. If you have a hard time getting seeds out of your cone, I hope you have at least 20, because we're going to plant a seed in each one of these cells. So this is a solution of water and bleach, diluted bleach. It's 5% bleach. And be very careful. You have your goggles on and maybe I should do this. Actually, this is for the small hand. That's why it's so hard to get on. And you put your goggles on. I'll take my glasses off. Take my hat off. Goggles on. Put my hat back on. So you have your seed in one of these containers. Normally I would have two gloves, and you don't have to pour a lot in there, just enough to cover the seed. Swirl it around. And that ought to be sufficient to kill any spore that's on the seed. So the next process of getting the seed out of that solution, we use the strainer. And you take the cellophane bag off of it. And I would do this over a sink, please. You swirl it around, you put your strainer on the other cup that's provided with you, and you pour it in, just like that. And in this case, all of the seed came out. The next thing you do is you want to dry the seed. But let me set this on this cellophane. And if there was a seed stuck in here, we've given you these little wood sticks, and you would scoop it out into the strainer, and there you have it. Oh, and by the way, if you have any of this solution left, simply pour it down the sink and rinse out your cups and this container and put them back into your Ziploc bag. Thank you. Okay, So now we're going to dry the seed, and we're going to use the pizza box again. And we've taken all of the wings and the seed, and we put them in separate bags. So you take the wet seeds that have been disinfected, and you just put them on the pizza box and let them dry. And it usually takes maybe a day, maybe a lot less. And when they're dry, we put them in the bag that's furnished, where you put all the dry seeds in. And there's some seed in here now that we took out, but that will be your dry seeds and the seeds that you use for planting. And the next step we'll go is planting.